Well, good morning, everyone. So I'm going to get to serious work about getting back on track with basically what I started about listening to my wellness. Usually, I suggest to people instead of just trying to put in things that you know are better for you, how about you just take more of what you know is not good for you until it tells you its truth? Like, have as much of it as you can, like, and exclusively that. Don't try to mix it with things that you know you should be eating. Just go with what you have difficulty getting out of your life, and you will get it out of your life real quickly because the body is going to talk to you. Now, I just did this again, and I'm telling you, I kept going back to things I had already discovered and realizing that people are just kind of stuck in their past and the wellness that needs to mature that they've discovered in the past. I mean, you're growing, right? You need to get to do better choices. So if you want to do better choices, you got to give the better choices a chance and create a strong framework around that. All right, so as I'm going on my fast here, there's a probiotic formula. I think it's both. It's pre and probiotic combined together, I think. It's by Dr. Verde. It's a very good one called Symbiotic 365. You could research it. And I take my keto nuts. I take the more advanced version. I mean, half of an advanced serving does a job for me. Two-thirds of it, even better. I don't need all of it unless I'm doing some cycle training at the gym. By the time we're doing this, there's no real gym. There's my brother's gym. But I think I'm going to take things a little bit easy at the beginning and slightly build myself up to my best workouts that I do at the gym. I'm going to take my time to really take care of my body and listen to what it needs. So I'm going to be doing my fasting, and I'm going to be having my keto nuts. So you see I'm drinking here. See the darker colors because of the black fulvic acid powder. If you want me to write it down, I will. I had to taste this in front of you. I really like this. Some people are not the biggest fan of this flavor. Maybe it's just because it looks different. It makes you think maybe that the taste is real bad, and it's just because they have to deal with the black fulvic acid powder. I don't know. I'm all about more health. It's like as if they put dirt in it, but dirt that was the fountain of youth. I'm giving you an example, right? You're like, fountain of youth, or have something that looks nicer. Well, the nicer stuff might not be the best for your health, so I'm just gonna go with this. Hmm. And the whole point I was bringing up here is making room for what is better for in your life. See, I've touched so much one extreme that it's just my body just wants to run and give itself all of the best possible things that exist for it because I feel the symptoms. I feel weird things in my brain. I feel like a different form of energy that's bring me down. Like it's not like my mind's clear all the time. So I even stopped taking this just to see the difference, and wow, like I just slept all day. It's like anxiety and depression never really leave if you ever got them, but they will have less negative impact on your mood, and it will be more manageable, meaning it won't stay as long and it won't be as harsh because you know what it's trying to tell you. If you have anxiety, that means, oh, there's something I need to zoom in on because I feel like there might be a threat here. How do you respond to that threat? And can you make sense out of it? If you can make sense out of it, then great, you're happy. Now, if you ignore that signal for long enough, then you start becoming in a depressive state where it's kind of a form like this is kind of like hopeless and helpless. And when your body, your mind, your existence just feeling the situation is helpless is going to send you a different type of symptom. And it's not going to be high energy to do something about that anxiety. See, and anxiety is that you want to exit out of here. So guess what? Do you think you have low or high energy? Exactly. You'll have high energy, but high energy that's not well managed and it's not coordinated and composed in a beautiful way that makes sense. So it's not necessarily something bad. It's just kind of directing you that deep down your system realizes a threat. Then depression is like, wow, we feel like we're gonna give up here, but we don't want the situation. So it's like depressed that you're not doing anything about it. So they really go well together. I see it as like hot and cold, and it's just like if you feel like you have one signal here, it's like maybe you need more cold, and if you have this signal here, maybe you need to warm things up a little bit so that you could be well, you could have the right temperature for yourself as you face the day-to-day realities that you need to get better at, right? It's all about adaptation in life, and you got to earn your wellness, you got to earn your peace of mind, but you got to know what it feels like and looks like. So if you're eating in a way that diminishes your body's ability to be well, then you have a very big problem here. And that's why we're trying to say that we need to grow up, people. the foods that we like is just because we never grew up. We've tortured ourselves. No one asked us to torture ourselves all day. We feel like, making more money, being able to get healthy, they're hard things. No, they're hard when you ignore what you need to do and you push it back to the last minute. But you've always been on it and you found yourself a good structure and a good discipline around it. That discipline could always get better because it's always there. At least you're always going to be doing the right thing in autopilot. But when you're addressing those things, you're fully focused in them. You're not just in autopilot. If you have a bad day, you can rely on a good autopilot that you set up a correct structure in your day that takes care of your health, that takes care of your social needs. It takes care of your rest needs. All your needs are met. But I really feel that we're sacrificing sleep because it's like we're sleeping. We feel like almost guilty about, having more sleep. But how else is your body supposed to restore itself? Every hormone synthesis is done when you're sleeping. So, and we're led by hormones. So it's like, can you see our hormone? No, but it affects you. And this is the thing that's what's killing us, is that we're not responding to the things that are influencing us because we do not see them. But we can't feel either the impact in which it deviates the day that we want it to have. So we have to get to know these things. So being able to feel, what is better for us will help us to do things better. Not being able to feel the theory that sounds good being applied in your life is going to be our problem. So it's like, well, I know this is better, but are you even feeling if it's better or not? No. So we're not intimate with the knowledge that we're learning about what is better for us. And I think that's the biggest thing that's killing us today. It's exactly that. We are not feeling what's supposed to be good for us. And all of what we remember is memories of what made us feel good in the past. So we'll always try to rush back to things that we've already experienced that meant something really good for us, even if it's the exact things that are ruining our system. So what are we going to do here? It's like we're stuck between knowing that there's someone better and best out there for us, but keep going back to the few times that the person that's not loving us back and not respecting us. We're just trying to remember the good moments we had with the person that is not loving us back and deeply, clearly does not respect us. Because if they did, we'd feel better all the time, right? So yes, there's certain things that do belong to you when you don't feel good, but there are things that are kind of a very direct thing towards you. Like no one's going to push you down the stairs for your own good, right? You get my point? It's like it's too obvious, No one's going to go and sleep with someone else in your bed and for your own good, right? It's like did find a better way of communicating to you something that you might that needs to be addressed. But the point is that the foods that we're eating today have a too direct impact on us being in a low energy state and a low ability to respond to the challenges of daily lives. So I'm tired of seeing people that have amazing genetically gifted bodies, amazing minds, amazing disciplines, but he can't get the nutrition game right. And it's not about what or what not to eat. It's obviously beyond that point right now. And I would just love to see those people being able to enjoy, like just take that plunge of not caring what other people do or not caring what other people will think about what they're doing because they're standing up for their greatest selves. The best relationship that you could be with is the one with yourself. That you could feel that the choices that you're doing for you are really taking care of you. And people are afraid about being narcissistic and having that capacity of just think about yourself and not others. If you have been waiting so long to get into shape and doing the right things in terms of the best discipline for sleep, nutrition, and exercise, you do not have that problem and that does not concern you. So once again, it's a fear that's in the wrong context here. The real fear that you need to have is that you're not doing the best with what you have. You're not playing with the possibilities of your potential, which is like the funnest game in the world. And when you do that, everything that comes to you as a challenge is more efficient for you to be able to deal with. And you're more effective in what you're doing because you are prepped. You are ready, you are organized for nonsense coming in your life and you making sense out of them. If nonsense comes towards you, you're a filter and you make sense out of them and you don't get disturbed by it. And you could grow from it because you realize, well, I guess that's the nature of things. How am I going to keep developing myself and do better with this? On that note, I wish you an amazing day. And I'll obviously let you know every day what I'm doing into optimizing my nutrition, my sleep, my exercise, and loving my day. every day in a better way.